Okay, so this is the SAT example problem. The question says the sum of 7 consecutive integers is 168. What is the value of the median of those integers, or of these integers? Well, first of all, let's do some reading again and some analyzing of the problem. It says the sum of. So sum, remember, means addition. And it says 7 consecutive integers. Well, if you remember, consecutive means in a row, one right behind another. And integers means they are basically your counting numbers. And for instance, 1, 2, 3, 4. So no decimals or fractions. It says the sum of 7 consecutive integers is 168. Well, that means that I have 7 numbers in a row, for instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I need to find out what sequence of these numbers, when I add them up, will add up to be 168. So for instance, if I were to add the first 7 numbers, that would be the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers in a line, that definitely does not give me 168. So I could try the next going up and say 2 plus 3 plus 4 all the way up till I get to the 7th number, and that would still not equal 168. So I have to figure out a way to represent this. Well, it doesn't tell me where to start, so I'm just going to start with some number x. And I know that that number added to the next number in the sequence. So if x is a number, the next number in the sequence would be increased by 1. And then the number next in line would be increased by 2. So for instance, if this was 1, then 1 plus 1 is 2, and 1 plus 2 is 3. So do you see why the sequence is growing? So the next number would be x plus 3, and then we would have x plus 4, then we would have x plus 5, and so let's count. So this brings me to the 4th term, the 5th term, the 6th term, and so x plus 6 would be 7 consecutive numbers. Right? So then it says the sum of those is 168. So again, just to make sure, if this is my first number, second number, third number, fourth number, fifth, sixth, and seventh, if I were to add all of those up, based off of this rule, it says it is, remember is means equals 168. So I could say x plus 1 plus x plus 2 plus x plus 3 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 5 plus x plus 6, and that is 168. Well, now I want to solve. We have just a basic algebraic equation. It's a very long one, but it's still pretty basic. So let's put our like terms together. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 x's. And if I add together 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 6 is 21, and that equals 168. So that's just the sequence of numbers, the sum of those added together. So then I solved this equation by subtracting the 21 from the 168. And when I say 21 from 168, that gives me 147. Divide by 7, that means x is 21. So what does that tell me? That tells me that if I go back to my sequence right here, x is 21, which means the next number is 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. So starting with number 21 all the way up to 27, if I add all those together, the sum of those 7 consecutive integers is 168. So we figured out what the 7 consecutive integers are. Now I just need to figure out the answer to their question, which is what is the value of the median of these integers? Well, if you remember, median just basically means when the numbers are in order from least to greatest, what number is in the exact middle. Well, my numbers are in order from 21 to 27, so the exact middle would be, well, Mark those two off, mark these two off, mark those two off. 24 is in the exact middle. So the median of those 7 consecutive integers is 24. So that is the answer to this problem.